Ladies and gentlemen, this show is beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Included on Business Insider's list of 50 women who are changing the world and Rolling Stone's list of 50th funny people now, Tig Notaro was nominated for a Grammy Award in 2014 for her comedy album Live. A favorite on This American Life and a host of her weekly podcast, Professor Blastoff, she executive produced the documentary Tig, which is having its world premiere at Sundance this year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tig Notaro.
Hello. Welcome to the 2015 Sundance Film Festival Award Show. I think I was the obvious choice to host, considering I've only seen Grease and Star Wars. I actually used to volunteer at the festival. You remember me? Yeah, I in the mid to late 90s, I volunteered, and I wanted to take a minute to confess that I was the one that would switch my walkie-talkie channel to the restricted channels 1 and 2 and interrupt with that was me. I was a grown woman. I could have been having children, married, working at a respectable job, but I was interrupting people's conversations with. So my apologies. If somebody would have pulled me aside and said, you know, you're standing out in the freezing cold, 8 hours a day, 10 days in a row, and living off of only cheese and crackers that you swiped off of tables and shoved in your pockets. Just come here, I have some news. In just 17 short years, there will be a movie made about your life premiering at the Sundance Film Festival. The exact same year you'll be hosting the awards. I would have been like, yeah, I know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some shuttles to monitor. My reps told me that because this show is streaming barely into possibly 4 households around the world, that I cannot burn any of my new material. So I was instructed to do old material. I'm not just going to do old material, I'm going to do my oldest material. I am going to present to you my very first comedy routine. So my name's Tig. A lot of people have trouble understanding what I'm saying, especially over the phone. I was on this call with this guy. We were going to hang up. And he said, look, I don't really feel comfortable calling you this, but I guess I'll see you tonight, pig. And I said, well, to tell you the truth, I don't really feel comfortable with you calling me pig either. I said, because my name's actually Tig. And he said, yeah, that's what I said, pig. I said, no, it's Tig with a T. And he said, oh, I'm sorry, tit. So eventually I was just like, yeah, it's pig tit. Thank you. Oh, it's not over there. This is kind of timely because Sky Mall went under recently, sadly. And I used to enjoy flipping through the magazine on flights. It's an in-flight shopping publication. And they have really great ideas. They're all just very specific. Like this one is a toaster that toasts hot dogs and hot dog buns specifically. It just seems like the kind of person eating that many hot dogs in their diet probably ain't gonna have that kind of cash to kick down. They're not even on that flight. Another thing in there is Safety Man. And what he is this inflatable man that people buy to place in the front window of their house or passenger seat of their car to avoid being attacked. And I don't think someone seeing an inflated man in my car is gonna keep them from attacking me. I think when they see me crouched down next to my car in the parking lot, pulling Safety Man from the tote bag that he comes in and blowing him up to size, that's when the guy in the bushes is gonna go, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. This one is not worth it. And to close this old set of mine, it seems like Safety Man would be the perfect thing to close on. But I am going to finish with the very first joke that I wrote when I was 6 years old. Because again, I can't burn the new material. And please, no standing ovation after this. What consists of a naval army? Belly buttons. Guys, I was 6. Thank you so much, back corner. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So, congrats to everybody. That was the end of my comedy. I have to inform people, just congrats to everybody here. You did it. We did it. You're amazing. Congrats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the executive director of Sundance Institute, Carrie Putnam.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2015 Sundance Film Festival Awards Show. It has been such a great festival this year. I want to start by welcoming those of you who are joining us online, hopefully more than 4 of you, via the live stream, and remind you can add your voice by using #Sundance. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all of our supporters and sponsors. but in particular, the presenting sponsors of the Sundance Film Festival, HP, Acura, Sundance TV, and Chase Sapphire Preferred. Also, a special thank you to the Governor's Office of Economic Development and the state of Utah as our festival host state. And of course, to the city of Park City for your continued support. We could not do this without you, so thank you. I hope everyone here had a great festival. We're so proud of the wonderful films that launched here this week. They not only entertain and inspire us, but I think that they often alter how we see the world and one another. Today, more than ever, pioneering artists need a home for creative risk-taking. And Sundance Institute believes that fresh perspectives from talented storytellers are not only essential for a healthy and vibrant society, but that their ideas create a ripple effect, which moves us as individuals and can provoke cultural shifts. So I hope you'll stay involved with us all year long. Visit Sundance Institute online, come see some of our public programs, and you can even join our community by becoming a member. You can check it out at sundance.org. Earlier this week, we announced the Sundance Institute Global Filmmaking Awards presented by AJ+. These awards recognize emerging global filmmakers based on the quality of their next screenplay. I'm going to announce the winners now. The winners are, from Saudi Arabia, Haifa Al-Mansour for Be Safe, I Love You. From Somalia, Canaan for The Poet. From Ukraine, Miroslav Slabashpitsky for Luxembourg. Uh-oh, I'm missing a page. This could, oh, no, there it is. And from Poland and Germany, Oskar Solowski for Rosebud. We also announced the Sundance Institute NHK Award, which went to Laure de Clermont-Tonnerre, who is from France, for her script Mustang. On behalf of Sundance Institute, congratulations to each and every one of you. You are all winners, and it's now my pleasure to introduce the director of the Sundance Film Festival, Mr. John Cooper.
Whew. I have some thank yous as well. First, I'd like you to help me thank the hardworking, amazing staff of the Sundance 2015 Film Festival. And some people that you know, I want to give a little shout out to my programming team who scour the globe to find you and your films. I can't do it without them. That's Trevor and all the rest. Yeah. How soon they forget. I'd also like to extend our deepest thanks to a group without whom we could never do this, the dedicated and tireless volunteers of the Sundance 2015 Film Festival. All 1,950 of them. There is also a select group of volunteers who have given over 100 hours of their time to make the festival a success. A special thanks to the 100 Club, which are those people right there. Yeah. The annual Gail Stevens Volunteer Award is given to a volunteer who has demonstrated a long-standing commitment to the work of the Institute. Gail Stevens was an active member of our Utah Advisory Board for 18 years and head of the board for 4 years. This year, the award was given to Cheryl Soshnick, who has been a passionate volunteer of the festival for 9 years. Okay, one more little announcement. This year, you may notice a change in the awards. We created an opportunity for the juries to give more special jury prizes to better recognize the craft of filmmaking. And what better year when we started Art of Film to tie this all together. So you're gonna see that tonight. Okay, you filmmakers. You did it. I was trying to figure out a way to describe this festival. And for us, I think it is like the best date ever. You walked in with style and confidence. You showed us you had a vulnerable side. Our great connection led to amazing sex. And in the morning, we still had more to talk about. And the best part is, we know each other's names. Yeah. Think about it. I salute you, the filmmakers of Sundance 2015, and here's to our long love affair for years to come. Thank you. On another note, let's have fun tonight, whatever the outcomes. And for the winners, let's get to the party and keep the speeches short. If they're not in the room, you don't have to thank them. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce the Director of Programming of the Sundance Film Festival, Trevor Groff.
Evening, everybody. The Alfred P. Sloan Feature Film Prize, provided by the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation, is a juried award presented to a director with an outstanding film focusing on science or technology as a theme, or depicting a scientist, engineer, or mathematician as a major character. The prize-winning creative team will receive a cash award of $20,000. In a separate ceremony earlier this week, the Sloan jury awarded the Stanford Prison Experiment for its depiction of a 1970s psychological experiment gone awry. Please welcome the director of the Stanford Prison Experiment, Kyle Patrick Alvarez.
There's a lot more people here than I realized. This was such an honor to win earlier this week. I share this award with the screenwriter, Tim Talbot, who has been working on this film, on the script for this I think the first draft was over 10 years ago. So one of our strong efforts with the film was to try to present the experiment in as truthful of a light as we could and as accurate as a light. So having the, thank you to the Sloan Foundation, to the jury, to Sundance, to everybody who awarded us this. It really was an honor and the highlight of the festival for me. So thank you guys so much.
This year, the shorts programs were presented by YouTube, and the jury included Autumn DeWilde, a photographer and director whose work includes HBO's Girls and Amazon Prime's Transparent, as well as Aliyah Shawkat, an actor who has appeared in many Sundance films, including this year's Nasty Baby, but is probably best known for her role as Maybe Fyunke in the hit series Arrested Development. Yeah. And KK Barrett, an Oscar-nominated production designer who's here to present the awards. Please join me in welcoming KK Barrett.
The Shorts Awards were also given out in a separate ceremony earlier this week. And here are the winners. A short film special jury award for visual poetry, something we made up, went to, well, they made it, we called it, went to Object, written and directed by Paulina Skibinska. A short film, that was to cue the music off, special jury award for acting went to Laure Kalami for Back Alley. A short film special jury award animation went to Storm Hits Jacket, written and directed by Paul Cabone. The short film jury award nonfiction went to Face of Ukraine, casting of Oksana Bayo, directed and written by Kitty Green. The short film Special Jury Award International Fiction went to Oh Lucy, written and directed by Atsuko Hirayanagi. The short film jury award U.S. Fiction went to Smilf, written and directed by Frankie Shaw. And finally, the short film Grand Jury Prize went to World of Tomorrow, written and directed by Don Hertzfeld.
We congratulate all of the winners and all of the short filmmakers here in the festival. It's truly an extraordinary group. Congratulations.
Okay, it is time to take a look at the World Cinema competitions. The World Cinema Documentary Jury includes Ingrid Kopp, the director of interactive media at the Tribeca Film Festival, and Elena Fortes Acosta, director of Ambulanta, a nonprofit documentary festival that travels all over the world, as well as Mark Cousins, an award-winning filmmaker whose most recent film, Six Desires, D.H. Lawrence in Sardinia, is currently playing in this year's Spotlight section. Please welcome all three jurors.
All I wanna do is make it dance, 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 dance. Dance.
Okay, first up, for its brilliant weaving of past and present and skillfully layered storytelling, the World Cinema Documentary Special Jury Award for Editing goes to How to Change the World, edited by Jim Scott.
I'm your provider. I'll get you anything you need. Your sole provider. Your satisfaction's guaranteed. Check out my credentials. I got all of your essentials. I'm your provider. You don't need nobody but me.
Wow, that's a fantastic surprise. Jim's not here to accept the award, but yeah, this was a really complicated edit, and Jim was the most fantastic editor on it, so it's well deserved. Yeah.
It's a real honor to present this next award for judgmental humanism and its potential to change policy around the world. The Special Jury Award for Impact goes to Pervert Park, directed by Frida and Lasse Barkfors.
We want to thank the jury and the festival, the Swedish Film Institute, our co-producers, Final Cut for Real. Thanks.
Thanks. I think that's it.
Yeah, okay. Cheers.
For gaining such extraordinary trust and intimacy with its main character, and thereby revealing a world which is increasingly relevant today, the World Cinema Documentary Special Jury Award for... Sorry, wrong one. The Special Jury Prize for Unparalleled Access goes to The Chinese Mayor, directed by Hao Zhou.
She had a little black dress and high heel shoes. Her lips were cherry red.
I don't know what to say. They didn't tell me first, so I didn't prepare. I guess I need to say thanks, but everyone makes a shot, so anyway, I think I need to thank my crew. Actually, I'm the producer. I'm not the director, actually. Everyone was driven mad by me in the whole process. I'm a sort of asshole producer, but anyway, find that. I think everyone would like me, finally. Yeah. I'm a goddamn good asshole producer. Yeah. Thank you. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank my private investor who is sitting over there. I mean, she has been like investing in me for years with no return in general. She's my wife. And I want to take a bow to her here, to the real master of the family in the Chinese culture. And finally, I want to thank Sundance. I mean, it's not a cliche thanks, it's a sincere thanks. Because, you know, this film really is something very different from what normally an independent documentary would be talking about Chinese government. However, I think it's amazed that, it falls into their broad range of choices. So I really realize that this is the place that any independent voice can have their voice heard. And that could be the reason why Sundance can grow, green and tall for so many years. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Okay, and now if fiercely compassionate and skillfully constructed, this film is one of the best director-subject duets in cinema. The World Cinema Documentary Directing Award goes to Dreamcatcher, directed by Kim Longinotto.
Thank you and congratulations to Kim and Teddy and the whole team. I asked Brenda and Stephanie, who I talked to today, what would they, if they won an award, what would they like the world to know? And Brenda said, flip your hair, be a diva, and tell them if we win an award, that's great for the film, but the real award goes to people trying to stop human trafficking. So thank you, Brenda and Stephanie, for being on the front lines. We love you, and we'll never forget you.
Absolutely thrilled, I can't tell you. I'm trying to contain myself because I don't want to be too gushy. But I'd like to accept it for all the women that are in the film that were, I mean, they were so brave. I think the reason that the film's worked is because the women were so brilliant and brave and strong. And I wish we were all there in a big gang and could give you all a hug. So thank you very much.
And our last award, and our top award, innovative filmmaking on a bold scale, centered on a Herzogian, I hope it's okay to use that word, a Herzogian main character. The World Cinema Documentary Grand Jury Prize goes to The Russian Woodpecker, directed by Chad Gracia.
This is a great honor. Thank you, Sundance. I want to introduce you to three amazing people. Chad Gracia, the director of this film, Artum, and the protagonists of our film, who I think deserve your support for their incredible bravery in them standing up to what is really quite an intolerable situation. But here's Chad. Thanks.
Thank you, thank you so much. I feel so lucky to be here, not only because of this unbelievable award. I feel lucky to be here because, as you may know, a good friend of mine, Artyom, was shot by snipers and almost killed while we were making this film, and he recovered. Fyodor was threatened and his family by the KGB. But he's still with us. But many Ukrainians, many thousands of Ukrainians, and many Ukrainian artists are not as lucky. And I want to just say a particular word for a Ukrainian filmmaker, Oleg Sentsov, who is now in Russian prison in Moscow on trumped-up charges. He faces 20 years. And all he did was make movies. And he questioned the Russian invasion of Crimea, where he happened to be. So this award is for those Ukrainians, people like Oleg. I hope we don't forget about him. I don't think we can stop Russia with bombs, but I think with a little bit of art and truth, maybe we can make some progress. Thank you, Sundance, for being a platform and for supporting art and truth, and for giving us this global platform to tell our story. Thank you.
Artyom. I wish to let you know we have a very good school directors of photography in Ukraine. Thank you so much, my teachers, Bogdan Wierzbicki and Vadim Vereshchak. But I would like to concentrate the attention for many thousands, the best Ukrainian people who killed in the past year. A lot of them were artists. I hope this film as even something will change this situation and will help Ukraine. Thank you so much from all Ukrainians. Slava Ukraini!
I want to say, save Ukraine now. Tomorrow will be late. When Kremlin attacked Chechnya, nothing stopping him. When Kremlin attacked Georgia, nothing stopping him. Now Kremlin attacked Ukraine. And next will NATO, next will Europa, next will world war. Save Ukraine, please.
The World Cinema Dramatic Jury includes Mia Hansen-Løve, the celebrated filmmaker of All Is Forgiven and father of my children, whose fourth feature, Eden, is currently playing in our Spotlight section. Taika Waititi, a writer, director, and comedian who has had 3 features premiere at Sundance, including Eagle vs. Shark, Boy, and What We Do in the Shadows, as well as Carl Needham, the founder and CEO of IMDb, the movie website we all use. Please welcome all 3 jurors.
I'm very pleased to give the World Cinema Dramatic Special Jury Award for acting to Regina Casé and Camila Mardila in The Second Mother.
Just doing my thing.
Okay, this is Camila Mardila, who plays the daughter in the film, and I'm not Regina Casé, who plays the mother. I'm the director of the film, and I'm here representing Regina. I spoke to her today, and she said, if we are to get any award, I would like to say that my character represents the old Brazil, the Brazil that is disappearing, and her character represents the new Brazil that's coming now. And she said that she hopes that in the new Brazil, there's less social injustice, but don't forget to be like Val's character, so lovingly, with so much affection. Thank you very much. It's very well deserved, this prize, I think. Regina is really a fantastic actress, and so is Camila.
Thank you. Thank you. We want to dedicate this award for all housemates from Brazil. And I want to thank especially to Patrícia Faria, the cast producer, who introduced me to Ana Mulaeta. I was a big fan of her since always. And it was a great pleasure to work with her and all the other awesome artists involved in this movie. So I thank the jury, and I really hope these characters, Val and Jessica, I hope they can reach people's hearts and minds and inspire, especially us women, to question this second-class citizen role we still play in our society. So thank you. Thanks to my family for all the support, and thank you.
Thank you, Sundance.
Hi. Is it me? Is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, far out. What can you do? It's my great pleasure to present the Special Jury Prize for Acting to Jack Rayner in Glassland.
Hello everybody at Sundance. I just got the news and I'm completely over the moon. I'm shaking. I don't know what to say about it. But thank you so much for your consideration. It's such a massive honor for me. I'm really devastated that I couldn't be there, but thank you again so much. And I just want to say a special thanks to Ed Guiney and Andrew, to Jer, Tony, Will, to Piers McGrail, to my agent James Farrell, who I love with all my heart and who's done so much for me, and also to my agent Derek Mulvey and to my man who I love with all my heart. Alright, thank you so much again. Have a great end to the festival, guys. Take care.
Sure. Sorry about those two. As someone who's never won an award at this festival, it gives me no pleasure whatsoever to present these, whatever. Just get on with it. We'll say though, for those of you who don't win, use it. Just let it, drive you, motivate you. You'll go on to become successful and rich, and you'll hardly ever think about this night. You'll never resent this festival, and you'll be so happy. The World Special Jury Award for Cinematography goes to Jermaine McMicking for Partisan.
I'm doing it really, though. Big dreams, I want big, though. Clubbing all night, champagne popping, get it faded. Girls on my waistline. Tell the DJ it's bass time. I got these girls all over me. They're going down for some space time. If it ain't pumping, it ain't mine. When the crowd get hyped up, I stage dive. And people on my case like I'm okay. But I see through all of them fake smiles. You think I'm cocky, huh? Ain't I? Why you grilling on?
I'm not Jermaine. I'm the director, Ari, but I guess if Jermaine was here, he'd probably be telling you all how great I am, how good I am to work with, stuff like that. He's a beautiful man, Jermaine, and he put a lot of his heart into this film, and it was an honor working with him, and I accept this very proudly on behalf of him. Thank you.
Congrats, man. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, have a good night tonight, Ari. It's your night. But remember, what happens in Sundance ends up on Facebook. Okay, this gives me, this is really painful for me. This is the directing award. Salt in the wound, Sundance. Jeez. The World Cinema Dramatic Directing Award goes to Alante Kavaite for The Summer of Sangaile. Alante couldn't be here, but this is a video.
This means thank you, Lithuanian. Ačiū to the jury for this wonderful prize. You made me such a happy director. Ačiū to Trevor Groth and his team for selecting my film in the festival. Ačiū to my crew, to my gorgeous actresses Julia Steponaitytė and Aisė Diržiūtė, to my director of photography Dominique Collin, to my editor, Joël H., to my producers, Antoine and Givile Galego, and our partners, the Lithuanian Film Center, Eurimage, and Kofinova. Ačiū to all of you. Cheers. I really hope to come back to Sundance soon. Cheers. Have a wonderful party. Ačiū.
All right, and cutting straight to the chase, the World Cinema Grand Jury Prize, Dramatic, goes to Slow West, directed by John McLean.
Hello. I am not John McLean, the director. I'm Kalani Kwepo, and I'm in the cast of Slow West. I'm just the last man standing. You know, I survived all the gifting parties and screenings, so I probably just had the least distance to travel. So I got something to read from John. If you're hoping for a Scottish accent, get it out of your mind. Not happening. Hello, this is a message from John McLean. I wish I could be here to pick up my award. Thank you, Sundance. I had a blast. I'm now in Sequoia, upstate California, staring at the world's largest tree. Let me tell you, it is big. I would like to thank Connor McCaughan and Michael Fassbender at DMC, Ian Canning and Rachel Gardner and the Seesaw crew, everyone at Film 4, the BFI, Lionsgate, Hanway, and A24. The entire cast and crew, and everyone that helped me from first day of pencil to paper to last day of sound mastering. Thanks to Dad for taking me to see Westerns when I was a wee boy. And thanks again to Sundance for choosing the film and showing me a good time. No pressure for the next time. Thanks again, and I wish I had a helicopter, John. Thanks.
One of the hardest working actors in the business, he's appeared in Sundance films for over 20 years, starting with Zebrahead in 1992. He's currently in Results, which is playing in the US Dramatic Competition. And most notably, he and I did some weird little play on the radio that nobody heard. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Corrigan.
Thanks for that introduction, and thanks, Sundance, for letting me come up here. I have the great pleasure of presenting the next Audience Award, which is presented by Adobe. The next section is devoted to films of bold and innovative storytelling that signal a greater next wave in American cinema. Let's take a look at the films in Next. The next Audience Award goes to James White, directed by Josh Mond.
Fuck. Holy shit. I want to start off by thanking for the next section. I got a phone call that we got in, and I was all bummed because it wasn't in competition, and then they told me the names of the people that were in my section, and I was like, okay, I'm happy. And I just want to thank, sorry I wrote them down, if it happened, you know, on my hand. Kenny, Charles, Michael, Rick, Sean, Matt, Sebastian, Daniel, and Rana. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I'm proud to call you guys my peers. I'm really proud to be in this section, so I just want to say thank you to you guys, and thank you to Next for programming this. Shit. This is crazy. I gotta thank my brothers, my teachers, Sean Durkin, Antonio Campos. You guys taught me how to do this and still teaching me, and I love you brothers so much. And then John Cooper said something about thanking people in the room. Andre Royo, Matt, Melissa Bro, the greatest manager ever, Adam Kirsch, Jenny, Debbie, Lore, who has a movie in the lab. Let's have fun tonight. Please.
Native of Salt Lake City, Utah, he's probably best known for his starring role in Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous. He's also in The Strongest Man, which is premiering in the next section at Sundance this year. Please welcome Patrick Fugit.
Don't you understand a robot's needs?
Thank you, Tig. You said my name right. So I'm excited. I get to be here and present a couple of awards for the 2015 Audience Choice Awards for World Cinema. So here we go. The first award is going to the Audience Award for World Cinema Documentary. And the award is going to Dark Horse by Louise Osmond. Where's Louise at? Well, if she don't get up here, we're just gonna move right on. I'm sure she's very excited. All right. Yeah, I'm going for it. All right, so the next one, the next category is for the Audience Award for World Cinema in the Dramatic category. And it's gonna go to Umrika Batashan Nair.
Yeah. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get on up to your feet. Let me see you react to the beat. Slip and slide.
Wow, this is amazing. We've loved sharing our film with the audiences so much. This is such a great gift. I know they said to keep it short. So this film went through the lab. And I have to thank Paul Federbush, Matthew Takada, Michelle Satter. I don't know how we can ever thank you enough for what you've done. You guys are our favorite Americans. Manish Mundra really saved our film. We had a really tough time financing it, and he came in through Twitter halfway through production and helped us to make this movie, so we're very grateful to him. And lastly, I think directors get a lot of credit here at Sundance, and we love that. But this film really wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the tenacity of someone who really risked everything. And that's my producer, and I'm also very proud to say my fiancée, Swati Shetty. Thank you, Sundance. Thank you to the audience.
Okay, it's now time to take a look at our U.S. documentary and our U.S. dramatic film competitions.
Right now is the best moment you ever known. Everything is perfect, everything just fine. We're keeping everything moving while the sun is shining. Moment you ever known. Right now is the best moment you ever known. Everything is perfect, everything just fine. We're keeping everything moving while the sun is shining. Everything is perfect, everything just fine. We're keeping everything moving while the sun is shining.
Huh, my film didn't make it in, I guess. He's probably best known for his role of Ben Wyatt on Parks and Recreation. He's been in many movies at Sundance over the years. He's one of the stars of The Overnight, which is premiering in U.S. dramatic competition this year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my twin brother, Adam Scott.
Thank you, Tig. I'll see you later in our two-person, hyperbolic, life-sustaining pod we both live in. This is a great night. It's always nice to have an opportunity like tonight to get all caught up on my clapping. I am here to present the award for the documentary, the U.S. Documentary Audience Award presented by Acura. And it goes to Meru, directed by Jimmy Chin and Chai Basu.
Thank you. We would love, well, thank you. I mean, thank you to the audiences, and we'd love to thank the Sundance Institute for taking a chance on our film and giving us this opportunity to launch it into the world. And before I go any further, I just would like to thank Jimmy, Conrad, and Renan. Will you please stand up, Conrad and Renan, for your courage, your incredible friendship. Oh, they're right here, sorry. I'm offline. Incredible friendship and inspiring us all. And there's one more person, and that's Jenny Low Anchor. Jenny, thank you for letting us tell your story. And thank you for your strength, because you make me strong.
I just wanted to thank all the filmmakers here who just blew my mind this week. And I have to thank my lovely wife who made this film possible and took it to where it is now. And we not only made a film, but we also made a baby while we made this film. So thank you.
An actor, impressionist, and a comedian. He's also the director of Misery Loves Comedy, which is playing in documentary premieres. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man who has invited everyone in Hollywood on his podcast except me, the brilliant Kevin Pollak.
Thank you, Tig. I think you know why. I've been here many times as an actor, starting 20 years ago with The Usual Suspects. Please be seated. But it's my first time here as a director, and I just want to congratulate all the directors who got their films into Sundance Film Festival 2015. Holy crap. Yeah. Awards are amazing. They're awards. They really are, truly. If you win. But for the rest of us, it is astonishing and historical to be here, and I just wanted to give thanks for that. All right, I have the great pleasure of announcing the U.S. Dramatic Audience Award presented by Acura. The Audience Award, I had to put this in my back so no one would see it. Audience Award, U.S. Dramatic, goes to Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, directed by Alfonso Gomez Hone.
Kevin, you may remember me. I was a PA on Casino. So, this is a. This is a total dream. This is an absolute dream. This week has been incredibly cathartic for so many reasons. This movie means so much to me, and first of all, to be selected to be part of this group was a dream. But to actually be up here and sharing this night with Jesse Andrews, who wrote the script, David Trachtenberg, who cut it, Nora Skinner, producer, Jennifer Eve, who designed the costumes for it. But I just wanted to thank you on behalf of all the 100 artists that worked on this film, the great producers who made it possible, and I want to thank I think I already thanked Sundance, but I want to dedicate it to all the young artists and filmmakers in Laredo and Nuevo Laredo, my hometown. Thanks.
The U.S. documentary jury includes Michelle Norris, who spent a decade on All Things Considered and won a Peabody Award for the Race Car Project, an initiative she founded to foster a wider conversation about America. Joining Michelle on the jury is Eugene Hernandez, who founded IndieWire in 1996 and is currently the deputy director of the Film Society of Lincoln Center. Also on the U.S. doc jury is Kirsten Johnson, both a director and one of the most sought-after cinematographers in the world of documentary, who has had so many films at Sundance. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in here they come now, in welcoming Kirsten Johnson. Oh, hi.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Hold on. Kirsten Johnson, Eugene Hernandez, and Michelle Norris.
I just got inspired to take off my coat and see if my entire body disappeared against the red screen. But people, you should know that this jury spent 8 hours in deliberation. You might imagine it's because we were fighting. In fact, thanks to Sundance, what we had on our jury was best, and every one of us wanted to discuss every one of the films in the competition. The risks a documentarian with a camera faces are physical, emotional, and ethical. These cinematographers navigate it all, allowing us to care deeply about people while creating images that propel us through a landscape of nightmares. The Special Jury Award for Cinematography goes with deep respect to Matt Heineman and Matt Horwald for Cartel Land.
I shine bright in the dark like a luminous edge. You're not a failure at all if the shoe doesn't fit. It means the picture was bigger than you did expect. Never give up, keep it going till you get a check. Dude, my game's so lucrative.
Wow. This is a huge, huge honor. I first at Sundance Institute, we were all so lucky to be part of this family, and we would not be here if it wasn't for them. The support they gave us with the grant, Producer Summit, Catalysts, they've been incredibly supportive of me and through my career. I want to thank my producing partner, Tom Yellen, for, I want to thank Molly, Tom, and Bob from A&E for supporting us. And most importantly, I want to thank Matt and our amazing team that was on the ground, in Mexico especially, who risked their lives to tell this story. So thank you guys so much.
I just want to quickly thank Matt Heineman for taking us on this journey and guiding us along the way, and also to Miles, our local producer in Mexico, for keeping an eye on us and taking us through it every step of the way. So thank you very much.
I just want to take another moment to thank Carrie, Trevor, and John, Cooper, everyone at Sundance for a wonderful festival, and to my fellow jurors, we had a terrific time. At its core, the Sundance Film Festival is about discovery. In their feature film debut, these filmmakers dare to expose a story that powerful forces would rather keep hidden. With this special jury award for Breakout First Feature, we honor Lyric R. Cabral and David Felix Sutcliffe for Terror.
The other day at a Q&A, a woman asked us if we thought it was problematic that we were documenting a confidential investigation. And on one level, her question is perfectly legitimate, but it also has terrifying implications. The implication being that she trusts the FBI. And we made this film because, quite simply, trusting the FBI is an incredibly dangerous thing to do at this particular moment in time. And they've used the words classified and confidential to close the door on a world that can and must be opened. And we're so grateful for Sundance to give us this opportunity to tell not just America, but the world about what's happening on the domestic war on terror. It is frightening. This is a horror film, in case anybody is asking. And we just want to thank everyone, our funders, my wife, our rock star producer, Christopher St. John, Laura Manier, our editor, Jean-Philippe Boussico, our other editor, our executive producer, Eugene Jarecki, Charlotte Street Films. Everyone, thank you.
Yes. So I just want to say that this film originated when I was 19 years old and I was spied upon by an FBI informant. So for me, it's amazing that all these years later I can sort of flip the story and actually have an award in my hand and not FOIA materials from the FBI. So I am very excited for that. And also, I want to shout out Christopher St. John, Laura Minier, our illustrious editor, and also just the subject in the film. This was such an incredibly difficult film to make. And I sincerely thank Saeed Torres, I thank Marlene, I thank all the other Muslims who are currently in jail, the Fort Dix 5, the Newburgh 4, the Riley 7. Thank you to all the Muslims, the defendants who have been entrapped we never hear from. Thank you.
Okay. With this special jury award, we recognize the restraint of filmmakers letting image and sound speak for itself. The special jury award for Verite filmmaking goes to Western, directed by Bill and Turner Ross. Now, I know that Bill and Turner are not here tonight, but I think they might have sent a video.
Thank you! Woo-hoo-hoo!
It has been a real honor to serve on the jury. Thank you, Sundance. If you have paid any attention to the news, you know that we are a nation in crisis. As a jury, we feel it is important to recognize a film that, because of the close collaboration between the filmmakers and their subjects, lets the audience examine that crisis, lets the audience consider the consequences of that crisis, and invites us all to consider this very difficult question. Why are young Black men so often the objects of fear? This documentary matters. The Special Jury Award for Social Impact goes to 3.5 minutes, directed by Mark Silver.
My mouth's a little dry. About 18, 19 months ago, Mark Silver, my director, and I began a film and a friendship with Ron Davis and Lucy Macbeth, the parents of Jordan Davis. Keep clapping. And what they went through, no parent should have to go through, and I hope we'll never have to go through again. I just have to thank Carolyn Hepburn here, who produced this with me. My heart's racing here. The dream team of EPs, Bonnie Cohen, Julie Goldman, and Orlando Bagwell. Do you want to do participant people? There's...
we had participant media support our film, led by the amazing Diane Weierman. We are so excited now to have HBO as our partner going forward. We had a brilliant team with the editors, Emiliano Batista and Gideon Gold, and Todd Beckelheide with his brilliant composition, musical score. And I just want to give the mic over to these, and David Eccles. I can't forget David Eccles, who was the first supporter of this film. And I want to pass the mic over to the wonderful, amazing Ron Davis and Lucy Macbeth, the parents of Jordan Davis.
We would not be standing here had it not been for the visionaries that have put together this film on our behalf. I always wanted Jordan's life to mean something, and I prayed many prayers nights for that. But I never would have imagined that Jordan's life, as well as his death, would mean so much to so many people. It would change the consciousness and prick the souls of our nation. Thank you.
At 2:30 in the afternoon on Black Friday 2012, I don't know where you were at that time, but you had your loved ones with you, your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your daughters, your grandsons and your granddaughters. Never did I believe at 2:30 in the afternoon when I hugged Jordan and gave him money to go to town center to be with his friends, to go window shopping, that would be the last conversation that I would have with my son. Hug your sons and your nephews. Understand they may not come home. This world we live in, they don't tolerate children anymore. And I'm here to stand up for these children that are not tolerated by the system, not tolerated with mass incarceration, not tolerated by people that want to use their guns in a terrible, terrible manner. I want to thank the Sundance and thank these people here for making this film. Thank the jury and the selection committee. Jordan Davis is not just a film. 3.5 minutes is an idea, it's a movement, it's a call to action. Black lives matter, Black lives matter, Black lives matter. Thank you.
The U.S. jury includes Sarah Flack, an award-winning film editor who has worked extensively with Sofia Coppola and Steven Soderbergh. Joining Sarah on the jury is Lance Accord, sought-after cinematographer who is also a frequent contributor to the Sundance Film Festival as a producer. Also on the jury is Winona Ryder, who, with 2 Academy Award nominations and a Golden Globe to her credit, is one of Hollywood's most sought-after talents. No stranger to independent cinema, she has appeared in a number of Sundance films and is currently in Experimenter, which is playing at the festival this year. And also, as a side note, there's a house in Los Angeles that I was driving past one time with a friend, and they were like, oh, I think Winona Ryder lives there. And I was like, oh, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sarah Flack, Lance Accord, and
Hello. I just wanted to say a very sincere congratulations and thanks to all of the filmmakers here tonight. It's been a really, really incredible and inspiring experience for us. And this first award is a special jury award. We are honoring 2 individuals for their unique collaborative vision. 2 women that between them wrote, starred, and co-edited a beautiful parable about a mother's love, sacrifice, and a society's worship of youth. This year's special award for collaborative vision goes to Jacqueline Kim and Jennifer Fang for adding.
Thank you to the jury, to the Sundance Institute, to the Sundance Film Festival programmers, San Francisco Film Society's Filmhouse Residency Program, and ITVS, as well as Studio 400A, Studio X 400A. This is incredible, and we're just so proud of everyone and this collaboration between us. This is Robert, our producer. It's been an amazing experience, and it's taken a while. I want to shout out to Timo Chen, our composer, who's not here, but did an incredible job, and our team, which I wish had come up with this when I asked them to. Okay.
Wow, what an honor. I want to say that what Tig said in the very beginning is like it's just an honor to be here among such amazing company. I want to thank Jennifer for being such a steadfast, patient, loving, and hawk-eyed director, and for shining her lamp over everybody and encouraging them to step out of their comfort zone. She invited me to co-write the feature, and it was a huge honor for me. And Robert, thank you for supporting our independent vision, the independent vision of Asian American women. Thanks for being our champion. And I just want to shout out to the amazing amount of artists who worked with us, all the actors, all of the artists, and Moon Molson, who did an amazing job of producing the short, which helped us make the feature. And to Samantha Kim, who played the daughter so beautifully in our film. And I'd like to dedicate this to my mom for the quiet little symphonies that was her life.
I want to just recognize Catherine Tate, Jason Padnett, Sean Golaine for spending years in post with us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm so proud to present this first ever Special Jury Prize for Excellence in Editing to a person whose innovative cutting and skillful manipulation of time and rhythm made this story dope. Lee Haugen.
I am not Lee Haugen. I am Rick Famuyiwa, the director. Lee is an amazing guy. He was my brother in arms as we put this film together. And Lee, wish you were here so I could give you a big hug. Congratulations. And yeah, this is something. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hi, I'm here to present a special jury award for cinematography. And I have to say, as a cinematographer here, being on the juror, it was incredibly inspiring to see the work of in these 16 films. I mean, it really was an amazing experience. It's a collaborative endeavor, what we do as cinematographers, and the work that we're awarding here. I mean, it's the production design, the costumes, the locations, everything I thought was fantastic in the way it was photographed. Such a deft hand, I thought, and a lot of wisdom to kind of let his craft always support story. The Special Jury Prize for Excellence in Cinematography goes to Brandon Trost for Diary of a Teenage Girl.
This is heavy. I'm not Brandon. I'm Mari. I'm the director. And I'm so happy that Brandon won this award because I think he did the most amazing job. He was not only our DP, but he was our operator. We had an incredibly quick shoot, and he was so artful and just did the most incredible job. Our entire team, as you said, thank you for honoring our production designer, all of our designers. I think it was a huge group effort, and I'm so proud, and I'm so proud of how the movie looks. And I just, while I'm up here, want to thank my wonderful producers, Caviar, Cold Iron, Archer Gray, and Cinereach, who supported us, and of course the Sundance Institute and the labs, who are hugely important in the creation of this movie. Okay, thank you guys.
The next award goes to a screenplay that brings to life a true story that is as powerful and unfortunately relevant, even almost more so today than it was 44 years ago. The Waldo Scott Screenplay Award goes to Tim Talbot for the Stanford Prison Experiments.
I mentioned Tim earlier when I was up here for the Sloan Award, and I know he's watching this right now. So he did incredible work on this and worked on this for a very long time. And so I have to thank him for that, for all the hard work he did, all the research. And it's an honor to be up here to represent him. It's a little strange, but I know he's watching, and if there's anything I can impart, if you've written something you believe in, and it's there in a drawer, don't let it go away. Keep on fighting for it. Good material will always rise up, and he did an incredible job with this script, and so I'm sure he's very grateful, and everyone involved with the team, I'm sure, is too. So thank you guys so much.
Okay. Before I move on, I just want to say I went through the whole script with my girlfriend, and she was like, oh yeah, those are funny little parts. Now I'm starting to wonder if she just wanted to see an awkward situation happen. So thank you for that, Stephanie. He's the director of God Loves Uganda, which premiered at the 2013 Sundance Film Festival. He's also directed and produced Music by Prudence, which won an Academy Award for documentary short subject. He is the first African American to win an Oscar for directing and producing a film, short or feature. From the U.S. documentary jury, please welcome Roger Ross Williams.
I am so excited to be presenting this award. Anyone who has ever worked as a director will have respect for what it took to make this film. This award goes to a filmmaker who had courage to pursue a story that developed with unexpected complexity. His confident hand takes us into a world where we see both brutality and grace. The directing award for U.S. documentary goes to Matthew Heineman for Cartel.
Don't stop until the break of dawn. Let's sing it.
I see how this works. They bring us back, give me a beer, and now I'm going to start crying up here. I've already said really what I want to say. It's such an honor to be here. I can't thank the programming staff and everyone at Sundance for supporting me. I want to dedicate this award to the senseless violence that is perpetuated by the drug wars in Mexico. 80,000 plus people murdered, 20,000 plus people missing, and my heart goes out to all of them. So this award is for them. Thank you.
His first feature film, Sin Nombre, premiered at the 2009 Sundance Film Festival, earning him the Directing Award and the Excellence in Cinematography Award. He also directed Jane Eyre and the acclaimed first season of True Detective for HBO, for which he earned an Emmy Award. From the U.S. Dramatic Jury, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cary Fukunaga.
This is awkward. Unlike Taika, who was presenting World Cinema, I think I've won an award every time I was here. Sorry, dude. Sorry. So this gives me great pleasure now to pass this along. No, in all seriousness, though, the jurors and I, who were wonderful, a lot of them I met for the first time, a great time watching all of these films and learning about each other. And we sat for at least 6, maybe 9 hours just to be the documentary crew talking about this, because we really did love all the films so much. And we didn't want it to be like an Upper East Side birthday party for kids and give awards to everyone. You have to nail it down, which is so hard because we feel so passionately about so many of them. So, without further ado, this award goes to a director who demonstrated a consistent and excellently rendered vision, creating a story that was hauntingly detailed as it was masterfully executed. The U.S. Dramatic Directors Award goes to Robert Eggers for The Witch.
There's a dog in the house.
I am trying not to throw up. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife and my family, who are definitely watching this on YouTube. I love you guys. Thanks, Mom. I want to thank the Sundance Institute, the Catalyst Program, CineReach. Thank you so much for those grants. I want to thank all of my, listen, the thing about this film is how collaborative the whole thing was and how many people really understood what this film needed to be. All of the producers, all of the investors, really supported what this film needed in order to make it as good as it needed to be. And I'm just so honored that, they were so supportive. So thanks to Jay, Lars, Jody, Lauren, and thank you, RT and Rook's Nest, and we have so many executive producers. I'm going to forget somebody, but God bless you all. The cast, the crew. I don't know. I all love you, even though I'm not saying all your names, but you know how much I love you. And of course, I'm just honored to be here in the company of so many amazing directors and artists. And Jaron, I'm sorry, I'm chewing gum again. I don't mean to be disrespectful. Okay, so thank you. That's it.
As co-founder and artistic director of Car Tim Quinn Films, his directing credits include Golub, Prisoner of Her Past, and A Good Man. He executive produced numerous Sundance hits from Hoop Dreams to Life Itself. He also served on the U.S. doc jury this year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gordon Quinn.
We did have a wonderful time on the jury. Many of us spent a lot of time in little rooms looking at the same film over and over again. And it was an awesome experience to spend 10 days watching 16 different films. The Grand Jury Prize we are awarding to a film that surprised us all. A subject matter this unusual may invite scrutiny. Yet the celebration of the power of imagination reflects the spirit of Sundance. The winner of, that's the wrong thing, the U.S. Grand Jury Prize for Documentary goes to The Wolfpack, directed by Crystal Moselle.
Started.
life is surreal. Wow. I don't even know what to say right now, but I stalked these kids on the street one day, and here I am. And thank you, Sundance. Thank you to the jury. And we have Megan Delaney, our associate producer here, and we have Isabella Zenkova, our producer, who made it happen, and Anat Sidi, who isn't here, but she's my heart, and she's my collaborator, and this wouldn't have been here for you without her. Thank you, Verisimilitude, and our executive producers. And did I forget anybody? Oh, and all those boys. I love you. I know you're watching this, and I fucking love you.
He's a celebrated director and screenwriter whose work includes Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, and Scott Pilgrim versus the World. From the U.S. Dramatic Jury, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Edgar Wright.
Come on. Wow, it is big in here. I'd like to, again, on the behalf of the jury, thank Sundance for inviting us. It's been an incredibly inspiring week. I actually saw 34 films and ate way too much chocolate. But out of the 16 that were in competition in our category, US Dramatic, it's been an incredibly strong and diverse slate of great comedies and powerful dramas this year. So it's my great pleasure to give the Grand Jury Award to a film that comprises the best of both. The US Dramatic Jury Prize goes to Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, directed by Alfonso Gomez Rejon.
Thank you again. I think I forgot to thank Indian Paintbrush and Stephen Rails for financing. I'll keep it short since I had an opportunity to come up sooner, but again, my love goes out to the entire cast and crew. Just mention the cast quickly: Thomas Mann, Olivia Cook, R.J. Kyler, Connie Britton, John Bernthal, Nick Offer, and Molly Shannon, sorry. And, but really, this movie was about processing loss, and but really to celebrate a beautiful life and a beautiful man, which is an amazing father. So this is to his memory and to celebrate him with through humor. So thanks again for this opportunity.
And that, my new best friends, concludes the 2015 Sundance Film Festival Award Ceremony. Congratulations to everybody and anyone who worked on any of the films that were shown at Sundance 2015. Now it's time to party your heads off. Thank you and good night.